Good morning.
You're about to see a very realistic and not glamorous at all morning routine that rarely varies from morning to morning as I get ready for a day in my life working a full-time 8 to 5 job. Luckily for me, my commute is only about 15 to 25 minutes depending on if I decide to bike or walk that day, so I don't have to wake up too early. Usually I wake up around 6:30 or 7 depending on the day and honestly how rushed I want to be in the morning. Oh, and I always have to snooze the alarm once, so I guess it's closer to 6:39 or 7:09 is when I actually get out of bed. So every day my morning begins with me stumbling out of bed to the bathroom with my eyes half open to pee, and then I brush my teeth and wash my face, mostly because this is the part that I hate the most out of my morning routine, but also because it kind of wakes me up, especially the washing my face part, because the water, you know, you get it. During this time, I try to multitask as much as my very slowly waking brain will let me, and I check the weather and start to think about what I want to wear. That's if I haven't picked my outfit out the night before, which sometimes I do that, but not always. If I don't plan ahead, picking an outfit will truly be the longest part of my morning routine, which is why I either pick one the night before or at least think of a couple options, or in the morning while I'm brushing my teeth and washing my face, I start to consider what I could wear. And of course, because I'm so indecisive, I usually have not fully figured out an outfit by the time I'm done getting ready in the bathroom, so I stand in my closet for longer than I should, looking at all the clothes a million times, and finally deciding on something to wear. This day I landed on something comfy, cozy, and casual, just sweats. And then I went back to the bathroom to put on deodorant, which I did not show, but I promise you I did, and put some dry shampoo in my hair because it really needed it. And after the dry shampoo, I was done and ready to conquer the day. I do not wear makeup to work. I really don't wear makeup at all, actually. I also rarely ever do anything with my hair when I go to work, or also at all, really. Like I said, very realistic, very simple, very not glamorous morning routine where I do basically the bare minimum. Alright, now that I'm ready for the day, I'm moving on out to the kitchen where I will prep my lunch for the day and, of course, my coffee. I typically start with brewing the espresso so that while it's brewing, I can make my lunch, and then once I'm done making my lunch, the espresso will be done brewing and I can make my latte. Okay, listen up here. I think I've got this whole bringing homemade lunch to work thing down. Would I love to just go and get food from a restaurant for lunch every single day? Absolutely, but I don't got that kind of money. So obviously that means I have to pack my own lunch most days. I usually try to not even eat out for lunch more than once a week because it just adds up a lot. Same with my coffee. I usually only get one coffee a week. And I'm gonna be honest, this was kind of a struggle at first because I'm not picky, but I want my food to taste good and I want to look forward to eating it. I'm not the type of person who can just put anything in my mouth and just eat it just to have food in my stomach. I want to enjoy it. And my problem with packing a homemade lunch and bringing it for lunch for work, or even when I was in school, was that I felt like I couldn't make anything that tasted that good with the amount of time I had in the mornings and just like the feasibility of packing it in a lunchbox with just a couple ice packs. But guys, I've got this figured out. I've got it down to a science. So I started making wraps because I just feel like they taste better and there's more variety and more that you can do to make it feel like it wasn't homemade and it's like a little more gourmet versus just like a couple slices of Wonder Bread with like some salami and cheese on it and that's it. And then for my wraps, I have two different types that I rotate between that I honestly love equally. And it's nice to have two to choose from each day because, well, one, it gives the illusion of choice even though it's literally only two options, and two, I won't get as sick of them as quickly because I'm changing things up a bit every few days instead of just eating the exact same thing every single day until I get sick of it. So the first type of wrap I frequently make, which as you can see is what I'm making today, is a buffalo chicken wrap, and I just use cold cut chicken from Walmart, some blue cheese and lettuce and buffalo ranch, and it is honestly really good. And then the second type of wrap I sometimes choose instead is a chicken Caesar wrap, and I use the same cold cut chicken, but then instead of blue cheese, I use shredded Parmesan cheese, and obviously instead of the buffalo, I use Caesar dressing, and then I use the same lettuce. Okay, now if you thought those wraps were genius, which I know nobody did, and I'm definitely hyping them up more than I should, but I think they're great, just wait till you hear about the side item that I pair it with. And that is pasta salad. When I tell you my discovery of this really changed my view of homemade lunches and bringing them to work, because I wanted stuff that was easy, cheap, and not like super unhealthy, and again, tasted good. And another thing I was considering when I came up with these meal ideas that I alternate between is having something that's ready to go, ready to eat, and not always having to go hunt down a microwave to microwave my meal. I can bring leftovers every once in a while if I want something different and just go microwave them for lunch, but the microwaves I have access to are not in the most convenient places in the building, so it's nice to have something that I don't have to microwave, so it's just ready to go as soon as I want to eat it. And that's what's great about pasta salad, is because it's meant to be eaten cold. So I once again have 2 pasta salads I rotate between, and I typically cook them Sunday night and then I have them all week. The one that I made for this week is a classic Italian pasta salad. So it uses rotini pasta, Italian dressing, shredded Parmesan, which I can also use for my Caesar wraps, so it has multi-purpose, and then also chopped up cucumber and red bell peppers. And then the other pasta salad I sometimes make is a Greek pasta salad. It uses bow tie pasta, Greek salad dressing, feta cheese, cucumber, red onions, red bell peppers I believe, and cherry tomatoes sliced up. Oh, and then there's also olives in the original recipe, but I absolutely hate olives, so I do not put those in there. And what's great is both of these pasta salads are honestly really quick and easy to make, and then as you can see, the wraps don't take very long, so that's what I love about these meals, is they're yummy, I have multiple options, so it gives me some variety, and they're really easy. Alright, the food is packed and the espresso is now done, so now it's time to make a latte. Now, maybe this is a hot take, but I am very much a coffee in the afternoon type of person. While I love a coffee in the morning, it's not when I need it most. When I first wake up, yes, I'm tired, but by the time I've gotten ready, washed my face and all that, I'm pretty much awake. And if I drink my coffee then, I will start crashing early to mid-afternoon. But also, even if I don't drink my coffee in the morning, I will also start crashing around that time. So I prefer my coffee in the afternoon. But when I'm going to work from 8 to 5 and I don't have time to go home to make a coffee, that means if I wanted an afternoon coffee, I would have to go spend $7 on one from Starbucks, which I would love to do every day, but again, I don't have that kind of money. So instead, I make it at home in these super cute glass cups that I have that have lids that are like suction to it, so it won't spill without the straw in it because it's all enclosed. And then I pack that with my lunch, sandwiched between 2 ice packs, and it actually stays pretty cold, and there's usually still ice in it when I'm drinking it, and it's not that watered down. Oh, and then more recently, I've started brewing the espresso the night before so that I can put it in the fridge overnight, so that when I make the latte in the morning, it's cold and then it doesn't melt the ice nearly as much. And finally, the last step of my routine is to pack all of my lunch in this nice lunch bag that I got from Amazon. It's great because it's kind of like a tote bag. So the main pocket is nice and big and insulated, so that's where I put all my cold food and my lunch. But then the rest of the pockets are normal, so I can put all the rest of my stuff in there. And then I only have one bag for the day, which is great. For breakfast, I pack a protein shake and then I drink it once I'm at work and I start feeling hungry, because I'm never hungry enough for breakfast first thing in the morning, especially this early. And also, I hate having to like cook a whole meal for breakfast, because that's the last thing I want to do when I wake up. But the quick breakfasts are never good, so I just go with a protein shake every morning because it's just easiest, and I can just drink it and force it down and get my breakfast, because if I don't eat all morning until lunch, then I will get a headache. Oh, and then I also always pack a side of Cheez-Its in case I need a snack throughout the day. And now I'm ready to head out to work.
Exposed me.
I hope this was entertaining to watch, and I hope you agree that I am a very simple person with a very simple morning routine. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, maybe share it with a friend, and then make sure to comment if you are a morning coffee or an afternoon coffee person, and let me know if you think it's a hot take or not that I like my coffee in the afternoon. Bye!